And yeah, it's a brutal admission of defeat to have Taylor Swift come out with her endorsement now. Like these are all things they should have been saving for October. So what the hell are they going to actually do in October?
Yeah, it was like right after the debate too. It was weird, man. It was like they got on the phone right after the debate ended, or they synced it up beforehand. They were just like, "Hey, could you give us a little blast of air?"
Taylor hits post, and as she posted, she said toot toot.
Taylor Swift posted on Instagram like 30 seconds after the debate ended that she's endorsing Kamala, and it seems so very obviously astroturf that I can't help but find it amusing. Mm.
Countless cat ladies voting for the lady who's gonna fucking feed their cats to a bunch of Africans.
Yeah, it was really fucking funny when Trump mentioned the cat thing, but I don't know if he should have done it. It's such an obscure.
No, he absolutely should have done it because everyone is talking about it now. People are like, what the fuck is he talking about? So everyone's talking about it. And what's funny is leftists can't help themselves. They're like, oh, it's a debunked theory
Which it's
about
not.
Haitians in Ohio. It's made up right wing bullshit conspiracy that Haitians in Ohio are eating people's pets.
There's been a
So then what
police
are they?
report about it, and people have complained at City Hall about it. It
Right.
literally is
So
happening.
So what are people inevitably going to do? They're going to Google Haitians eating cats and dogs, and then wouldn't you know it?
Okay,
You know,
so
seeing the same doomers who thought that the election was over with the Kamala is brat memes,
mhm.
being like, "Oh man, he fell for every bait, hook, line, and sinker." And I'm like, it sounds to me like he's the one who got his sound bites out there, and he's the one who's controlling the narrative right now because everyone's just talking about the things that he said. No one's mentioning anything that Kamala said.
Mhm.
The
Okay.
only Kamala anything I've seen have just been images of her face.
Mhm. Very true. Okay, so
That's
I'm looking at the new game screen. There's 72-hour mode, and then there's something called change slot. I guess I'm just supposed to pick 72-hour mode.
yeah, 72-hour mode is a story mode. I have no idea what change plot is.
Okay. Also, the moment the debate ended, Kamala's camp asked for a second debate, which tells me that either they think she lost it and she needs another one, or they think she won it but not by very much, and it's not going to do anything to change the race, so they need another debate that they hope changes the race.
Yeah,
If she
yeah.
decisively won that debate, she would never ask for another one.
If she decisively won that debate, she'd be like, I'm gonna let things stand there because I'm not gonna give Donald Trump a platform to continue to spew lies, hate, and ignorance. If she decisively won it, she did not. She didn't win it at all. And like this is just the typical thing. A lot of people always are like, "Well, I don't think Trump won because Trump is bad and he's mean." And then you give it a couple weeks and you're like, "Yeah, she kind of looked like shit." I mean, I don't know if you remember. That was pretty much the reaction immediately following the Biden debate too. People are like, "Oh man, Trump looked awful and Biden, he definitely won that one." And then like a week later, people are telling him to fucking step down because
Yeah, he did get pulled into a couple of unfortunate tangents. Like, he got into a tangent about the 2020 election, which is something he should just avoid when he's in a public facing forum like that. He got pulled into a little bit of a tangent on a couple other things as well. But, I mean, the thing is, the moderators were so obviously in the tank for Kamala. I have to believe everybody who watched that debate with any, even a 1% open mind saw it. Like, they didn't fact check her once when she brought up, like, the fucking Charlottesville hoax, the Very Fine People hoax, the January 6th hoax.
And now, you know, people see that, and that's why, you know, so many people talking about the moderators right now. See that, and they're like, you know, Trump was talking about exactly this kind of thing when they were talking about setting this debate up. And it looks like he knew what he was talking about. So that's yet another W for him right there.
Okay, so I'm guessing I'm just supposed to take a bunch of pictures of carnage and zombies and weird shit that, you know, I'm guessing.
Yeah, just remember you have a finite amount of pictures. So choose wisely.
Wish I could zoom in a little bit more. I feel like this isn't good enough.
Is this what you came to take pictures of?
But yeah, the moderators were fucking atrocious. They fact-checked him on the eating cats thing. And they didn't even get the fact-checking right.
Yeah, like that's the worst thing. I cannot remember the last time I heard any kind of fact check. It was actually legitimate. And I said before, the same way that it kind of baffles leftists how the right wing managed to monopolize patriotism, it baffles me how the left wing managed to monopolize fact checking. It makes a little bit more sense when you figure that the entirety of the media is just left wing. But still, it's pretty fucking bad.
You know, Austin, I don't think that 48% of the country has Trump derangement syndrome. I think that number is much lower. There are a lot of people in this country who dislike or maybe even hate Trump, but still might be willing to vote for him. People like Michael Rappaport. Who calls Donald Trump a pig fuck, but is still said, I'm still going to vote for him. I think the actual percentage of people that have Trump derangement syndrome might be like less than 30%. Maybe not even that. Twitter is not real life. Okay, so I've taken 10 pictures so far.
Yeah, you want to take pictures of stuff that is important. But generally in the game, a lot of times you'll see the indicator, a yellow camera with the letters PP inside it will appear if it's a good picture taking opportunity. But during the intro cutscene, when you're in the helicopter, what you want to take pictures of, very specific moments. But since you don't know those, you're not going to get them, probably. But mostly you're just there to farm the experience of taking the pictures. So it's good to do when you're low level.
Ooh! Nice, I got a ton of points for that. That wasn't hardly anything. I do think Trump got pissed off midway through that debate, and it rattled him, and his performance did suffer for it. But I thought he closed very well.
I certainly can't blame him for that, because, like, I've already been arguing, like, not even having watched the debate, I'm just arguing on principle with leftists who are like, oh yeah, Trump kept spewing a bunch of shit, so they had to keep fact-checking it. I'm like, you realize, of course, the people that host the debate are there to ask questions and then to shut up. He's debating Kamala Harris. Not whatever goons they send out there to fucking ask questions. So if they fucking piped up and yapped at him more often than Kamala did, it's a complete farce.
Yeah, if Kamala Harris cannot fact check Trump herself, then she doesn't deserve to have a fact checker.
Right.
No, I don't think that debate really changed anything, Austin.
No, I'm gonna get my butt chewed out
From the
for this.
polling that I've seen, some of the snap polls coming out of it, from the way some people seem to react to it,
Going down.
I don't get the sense that anything changed at all. Oh, I thought Frank's head was going to get cut off there because he jumped up as he left the helicopter, which you really don't want to do. Never do that.
Hello there. Huh?
Do not jump when you leave a helicopter.
You're the reporter, aren't you?
Yeah. No.
Hey, kids at home, jump when you leave a helicopter.
Yeah, I'm freelance.
So, picture taking was a big part of Dead Rising 1, and they decided to completely remove it from Dead Rising 2. Interesting choice.
What's going on around here anyway?
Yeah, and that's why they brought it back in
You came by
off the record. But then in Dead Rising 3, they did a completely different thing again, because they were like, well, you know, people don't want to constantly play as Frank West. But then in the overtime of Dead Rising 2, they brought back Chuck,
Doubt the military would quarantine
and it's all like, guys, you completely understand that people have the characters that they love.
extreme.
You know, it's totally okay to introduce new
Something
characters,
else I can't put my finger on.
but if you're gonna bring back old characters that people love,
Sound like
then
civil disobedience.
commit to that.
Quiet.
And then Dead Rising 4 was
Almost as if
it was basically a soft reboot because they were making it during the era of soft reboot stuff. And
Yeah.
hey, you're playing as
So,
Frank
tell me
again.
already.
Just
What's
blech.
going on?
And they just throw you right in with this game. You're already flying to the city when the game starts, and then they're just zombies.
this,
Boom.
my friend, is hell.
For some reason in my head, Dead Rising was a Xbox game that came out in like 2004. So I'm looking at these graphics and it's like, no, this game was definitely made well after 04. For some reason in my head, it's an old game like that.
They wanted to make it for the original Xbox, but the hardware wasn't good enough, so they waited for the 360 because they wanted to display a lot of zombies on screen. That was the whole appeal.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you're not far off because it came out in 2006.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you're talking about George Stephanopoulos, Austin. He was a part of Bill Clinton's administration. Ultimately, I do think that by conventional wisdom, Trump is not a very good debater. And I'm not saying he's an amazing debater, but there is a lack of willingness to even try to understand why his debating style works well for him, even though it doesn't seem like it works well to the general public.
Yeah.
Like, I think a lot of people watch these debates and think that Trump is doing terrible and they don't understand why anybody still supports him and da-da-da-da-da-da. But I think that there's not even an interest in trying to understand why this works for him. Like, a debate like tonight, like, Trump's whole thing is that, you know, the system is rigged, the people in power are against you, things are unfair for you, and then he goes out there and things are blatantly unfair for him that feeds his narrative. That
Right.
makes it look like he's right, I guess. No,
Right.
Stephanopoulos was not moderating the debate tonight, Austin. NBC would have done much better than that. CNN did
Yeah.
much better than that a couple months ago. CNN
Yeah,
just asked questions and shut up.
World.
Aside from the fact that obviously those people don't like him,
Mm-hmm.
there's another very serious reason why they're against him and just treating him like shit like that. He has an ongoing lawsuit against ABC, the broadcasting network. So he talked about, like, initially when it was proposed to having this debate, he initially balked because he was like, well, that sounds like a conflict of interest to me because I'm involved in ongoing litigation against ABC. Like, those people are gonna hate me, you know. There's no way they're gonna fucking treat me with any kind of fairness. And he was right.
That was David Muir. David Murr. Or David Muir. I don't know how to pronounce it, Austin, but David Murr. But, like, you know, I don't like Bill Clinton, but I recognize he was an excellent speaker, an excellent debater. Because he was able to make it seem like he related to you as a common, everyday person. And it looked like he was speaking to you when he was speaking, not just at you. Like, I get why his thing is so effective.
Quit screwing around.
Have you seen my baby? I can't live without my precious little sweetie doggy. Oh, where is my Madonna? Where is she?
Oh, I'm gonna love this woman, I can already tell.
Hey, this is no time to ogle pretty girls, son. You looking to get yourself eaten alive by zombies?
What? Did you just say zombies?
Take a look out there.
So this is Frank West's original
If those
voice.
ain't zombies, well,
Yes.
Seems fine to me. I wonder what the remaster is going to be like for me.
They used
there's been more
the voice actor they had for 4.
now. They're all that's out there.
So Frank in the first game and Off the Record is the same voice, and then 4 in the remaster is the same voice.
Slow.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people were upset about that.
We should be safe in here. All right then. Feel like making yourself useful? Take a look around the mall. Bring anything we can use for the barricade back here.
They talked about abortion for like 15 minutes. And then they talked about energy for 5 minutes. It's like, bruh.
And that is another extremely obvious thing. They're going to set the debate up specifically to try to favor what the Democrats want. The Democrats desperately want this election to be about abortion. What this election should obviously be about is the catastrophic foreign policy failures of the Biden administration, in addition to the once-in-a-lifetime levels of absolute dog shit mishandling of the economy of the Biden administration. Economy right now is the worst it has been since the 1970s. It's been 50 fucking years since it's been this bad.
You calm down. I don't even
For the vast majority of Americans, that is the worst it's ever been in their lives. And on top of that, we are about as close to World War III as we've been at any other point in history since the Cuban Missile Crisis. On what fucking planet does it make any sense at all to have this election be about abortion? But that's the only hope that the Democrats have. So they're going to spend 15 minutes on it, and then they're going to spend 5 minutes on shit that actually matters.
Oh, God.
At this point, Minecraft may be the only way out.
Wow. I mean, I get the gag, but man, is it annoying that a woman with the IQ of a lab rat is the reason why the mall gets invaded. Like, everything was cool, and then some dumb woman that wanted her dog, that was the dog was already dead, decided to ruin everything for everybody.
Yes. It's been 20 years, and that's still the most hated character in Dead Rising, by the way. Everyone feels that same way. They hate her.
Oh my god, look at this thing. Using a flat screen. I'm assuming these people dying right now are dying and I can't do anything about it.
Yes, that's correct. They're doomed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got some frame drops. There's so many zombies on screen right now. I just got some light frame droppage.
About that. The game's still optimized like that. No, it's still optimized like trash.
Did you see the new Donkey video? It's good.
I did not see the new video yet. However, I am aware that it exists because you let me know.
I linked it to you earlier, so...
Yeah. I haven't really had a whole hell of a lot of time to do anything. As soon as I got home, I was answering like a bajillion messages. Once I finished with that, I had to eat. And then I started a load of laundry, which I gotta check on pretty soon. And that was pretty much all I had time for. And then I came up here.
Mm-hmm. The Wii version? I didn't know this game was on the Wii.
Yeah, it's called Dead Rising Chop Till You Drop. Because it was on the Wii, they did special stuff with it, and that was the only version that they ever did. And it's impossible to get Chop Till You Drop on anything other than the Wii.
So it's like that Dead Space game that was a rail shooter.
Yes. That's actually a really good comparison. Motherfucker, bro.
Oh, there's no arrow at the top of the screen to tell me where to go. I have no idea where to go.
Because you'd have to set it yourself manually. But that's only if you have a case to follow.
Okay, I have to find it. I actually think that Trump is good at speaking to the general public. I think that I understand that people don't always get it. Like, by typical metrics, he may not be very good. But again, I think that's kind of the mistake that people make. They think they filter him through the traditional ways you evaluate a politician.
Yeah.
He speaks at like a 4th grade level, which is not a bad thing when you're trying to appeal to the median voter.
Right. Compare that to Bernie, who got his fucking clock cleaned every single time he ran in the primaries. And, those Reddit dumbasses made such a big deal about how he spoke at a collegiate level. And I was like, what the fuck difference does that make? You lost. One of the great things that I love about Trump is he exposes just how much democracy is just a complete fucking joke.
As long as those things are in the mall, we better not use this door.
What are you doing?
The air ducts. They'll get us back into the mall. And apparently those things aren't smart enough to use the ducts. So they won't be a factor.
Wait a
Got
minute.
attacked by a moth at
You
work
wanna get
today.
back in there? What
Did it,
for?
like, bite you or something?
Well, it tried to. I didn't notice it was even there until it landed on my nose and the thing was fucking massive. It had a 6-inch wingspan, bro. And, like, I hit the fucking thing to smack it to make it go away, and I shit you not, like, when I smacked it with my hand, it felt like I was hitting a rock,
No.
and
Frank
it
West,
didn't
photojournalist.
stop flying. It remained airborne. It just flew away from me. I was like, holy shit. I slapped the thing as hard as I could. I thought it was going to fly into a wall or, like, it spiked onto the ground or some shit.
You
Nope.
really seem to know what you're doing. Who are you guys, anyway? And what are you... I took that one near the entrance. That guy do something?
Good lord.
JS, thank you for the resub. Welcome back. How you
We're
doing
not
tonight,
done talking
JS?
yet. Just who are you guys?
I'm Jesse. The man you saw earlier is Brad. That's all I'm authorized to tell you.
Every time they run a poll lately on asking, what voters want with this election, the overwhelming winner seems to be change over more of the same. Like that's something that can overcome a lot. And we saw this in 2016. Probably 10 million people that voted for Trump didn't like him at all, but were still like, this is clearly the change candidate. I have to vote for this if I
Yeah.
want change.
Not only that, but I made the point to a friend of mine, somebody else I know on Discord, who she's more like a centrist, but she's committed to voting for Trump because she thinks that things are just so god awful.
Mhm.
But she didn't know how to feel about this debate, and I'm like, oh, well, if you don't feel like there was a clear winner to this debate, then Kamala obviously lost. And she was like, well, what do you mean? I was like, voter apathy is death for the incumbent.
Mhm.
If people don't give a shit, it's almost always going to be a loss for the incumbent. And if people have apathy in the first place when they're trying to tell you that things are amazing, that means that people don't believe them when they tell you that things are amazing.
Mhm.
So here on the one hand, you have the incredibly galvanized, highly energetic voting base for Donald Trump, who have been frothing at the mouth to vote for this fucking guy since 2020 got stolen, and it's only gotten worse in the time since then, especially since fucking 3 months or 2 months ago. Sorry, 2 months ago they tried to fucking kill him. They're as galvanized as they could possibly be. On the other hand, you have the people who are supposed to vote for Kamala who are apathetic and don't give a shit. What do you think's going to happen? You know?
Mhm. Mhm.
Fuck.
Mister!
Why does Frank run like he's like trying to jerk off while he's running at the same time?
He's holding his camera. Camera's important.
From this angle, it looks like he's trying to jerk himself off while he's running.
Maybe he is.
Oh! Sorry.
What?
I accidentally hit the two survivors I just found with my baseball bat because I was trying to figure out how to skip their conversation.
Oh, that's pretty funny. No, that happens all the time. Don't worry about it.
Ooh, you like that? Take it.
So, I try not to be salty. In the month in which I have my birthday at work, every single month there's a birthday celebration for the people who have birthdays during that month. And in the month for my birthday celebration, all they got was like a small sheet cake from the local grocery store. And I was working on the other side of the facility. By the time I even got over there, it was already all gone.
Mm-hmm.
I was one of only like 3 people who had a birthday that month, so I was like, that's bullshit. But this one, we had a big month for a lot of people having birthdays in September.
Mm-hmm.
And man, let me tell you, it was actually pretty nice because I got to eat for free and everything. But like, I'm trying not to be salty, but I'm all like, bro, dude, this is like, why the fuck are you guys so much more important? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I hear you.
Follow me! Come on!
Dude, why won't the fucking survivors follow me? What the hell? Come on. These 2 dumb fat asses are just like standing by the door.
Come on!
Oh yeah, it can be pretty tough to get them to actually climb the ledge that they need to climb in order to get up to the duct. That was why in Dead Rising 2 they completely redid
Come on! Come on!
Dude,
how the shit
what the hell? Is
worked.
this like some kind of glitch or something? Maybe I have to give him another whack with my sledgehammer?
Just a moment, let me check.
Oh god,
The
I just...
stream real quick.
I didn't mean to do that! I didn't think that was gonna kill him!
Who actually killed him?
Yeah, and now I guess I have
Oh
to
my-
kill his wife.
Yes, you did. No, you can. Oh, that's not where you go to turn them in.
No, I wasn't. I was going over here, going back to the base, and they were, like, not following me, so I'm like, well, fuck you then.
You. Oh, then you needed to hit the come on button to get
I
the
did. I was
survivors.
spamming come on button, and they didn't do anything.
Oh, then I don't know.
Whatever, they're dead now. And I'm alive.
That's gonna be great for the other survivors to just see those fucking moldering corpses. Anyway, let me check the chat here. Trump would probably call me a rhino because I would have certified the 2020 election. However, if I had a platform and was a politician, I would be on a campaign trail for Trump. He wouldn't call you a rhino. He would just call you an idiot. But more to the point, he'd try to convince you. I'm gonna be quiet because this is one of the best cutscenes in the game.
Nope.
God, it's you. Look, don't sneak up on me.
Brad was attacked. I located him on the monitor. Ugh!
Bad Brad.
Probably just a sprain.
I've gotta help Brad.
What is with this franchise and women spraining their ankle?
Fine. Give me your gun. Come on. I'm the reason you just got hurt. Let me help.
No, I can't let a civilian do that. That's against regulations.
Yeah, well, I don't think they had zombie-infested malls in mind when they wrote those regulations, kid.
You know how to use this?
Kinda.
That's not a good answer, Frank. Kinda is not the answer you're looking for.
I've covered wars, you know. Is big meme, big meme line right there.
Look, after I'm through helping you,
That line was the shit back in the day.
a nice little...
Anyway, Frank looks pretty young,
Mhm.
but the reason he called her kid is because like he's a lot older than they depicted him in this first game.
Mhm.
Let me check real quick. Frank is 37 in Dead Rising 1. Remember, the game takes place in 2006 because that's when it came out.
Mhm.
And that's a pretty common Capcom thing that the game takes place in the year that it's actually released. So, the wars that Frank is talking about when he says I covered wars, you know, he was an independent photojournalist who was filming shit for totally not CNN, Capcom Dead Rising's version of CNN shit,
Yeah.
during the fucking Yugoslav wars. So he had courtside seats to the Serbian NBA.
Hello?
The hell was I?
I will say this. Tonight, Trump got the support of the Groypers back. They tweeted out that they're endorsing him again.
Oh, nice. That'll last for 2 days.
Yeah, because he talked about the dogs. That won them over. You can't run and shoot at the same time.
Yes, that was something that really pissed a lot of people off. But yeah, that is how it works in the original Dead Rising.
And the sledgehammer only attacks right in front of you. That's kind of annoying.
God damn. I'm having a really hard time hitting this guy.
I saw the picture of the, how do you pronounce it? Haitian? Haitian?
Haitian.
Haitian? Okay,
It's the Haitian people. The country is Haiti.
yeah, a Haitian walking down the street carrying a dead goose. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, man, those people are just so fucked up.
Yeah, Kamala did well by just, getting through it, I think. I think it's pretty clear that Kamala at least did her job. She didn't,
I feel like a lot of
very obviously shit her pants. I'll say that.
And that's what I was about to say. I think a lot of people had very unrealistic expectations about what was going to happen, because the last debate literally went so badly for Biden that he had to drop out afterward.
Yeah.
Because Biden had perhaps one of the worst debate performances in the entire history of the United States. That was awful.
I'd say the worst.
Yeah, so people were expecting the same from Kamala, but she doesn't have dementia. She's not wearing a diaper out there. At least if she is, it's not because she's incontinent. It's probably some sort of weird fetish thing. But that doesn't mean that she did good by the sheer virtue of the fact that she didn't have the worst performance of all time. What she needed in order to win was to have a slam dunk, uncontested, absolutely dominant victory to seem like a serious candidate. She didn't seem serious at all. Fucking Taylor Swift's endorsement meant more to her than this debate did.
Keep them busy dodging your bullets and stay out of trouble. Are you up to it?
I'm a lot better with a camera. But yeah, I'll give it a shot.
All right. Next time he reloads, I'll lay down a suppressing fire.
Suppressing fire!
Counting on you. Make your way over there.
Yeah, basically.
1, 2, 3!
Do not agree with those animations at all, game. Down goes
Wait.
Frazier.
Carlito,
Suck a bitch.
isn't this the guy that I was just talking to up on the roof? Why is this
Yes,
guy an
it
enemy
is.
now?
He was always an enemy.
Oh.
He didn't know if you were somebody that he should be bothered by or not. He just knew you were a journalist, so he's like, okay, whatever. But the next time he sees you, which is right now, he sees you working with the government.
Mhm.
Now he has extreme reason to mistrust you.
But that should have been apparent when I was a journalist.
Well, yeah, but
I just put a lot of bullets in that guy for him to just run away.
He got away. Who was that anyway?
I don't know. Well, thanks for your help. The name's Brad.
I'm Frank West, photojournalist. And right now, I'd rather have an explanation than your thanks, Brad.
Sorry, I've got nothing to tell you. Look, I don't know what Jesse told you, but as far as I'm concerned, we're through working together. So you cover your zombie story and leave the rest to us.
You guys are looking for someone here, aren't you?
gonna hop in the giant hamster wheel.
Who is that? Where did you
You
take
help
it?
me, I help you.
I've been good to you guys, and you pay me back with nonstop.
Damn. You're one hell of a journalist, aren't you, Frank? A hot-headed, underhanded, hotshot paparazzi with nothing better to do than to invade people's privacy.
I try. You got a
I
point.
can't believe a guy actually said, I wish my son had been killed by a white male.
Yeah, that was genuinely one of the most pathetic things I've ever seen in my life.
Let's roll.
I'm almost certain that the government, threatened his family or some shit in order to get him to say that, because that is so
In that picture.
mind-bogglingly deranged. I can't even fathom the thought process that leads you to saying that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I took that
It's like,
picture
man,
of
it sucks
Frank
so
West.
much that a black man killed my son. I wish my son had been murdered by a white man instead,
Sure.
so that Donald Trump wouldn't be able to be racist. Like, what the fuck kind of
So do I have
insanely
permission to cover
retarded
the
shit
story?
is?
Or not?
Santi just
Almost.
DM'd you something, apparently.
Right. In case you're wondering why the script is always the same, grieving relatives of white people killed by non-whites receive visitation and instruction from the Department of Justice's Community Relations Service, which is trained to use moral guilt to coerce these statements. That makes a lot of sense, because we know that Julian Assange, before he was arrested, basically confirmed that Seth Rich actually was the source for the DNC email leak,
Mm-hmm.
which that leak occurred about a week before Seth Rich was killed. And he was killed in a highly suspicious daylight robbery. They called it a mugging, but he had his wallet was filled with cash, credit cards, and he was wearing a watch that was worth a few $100s. So it was the robbery gone wrong. They shot him in the back twice in broad daylight, and they didn't take anything. So that always smelled.
Mm-hmm.
But then Julian Assange basically confirmed that Seth Rich was the leak.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I bring all that up is because Seth Rich's family kept saying there wasn't a leak, Seth wasn't the leak, please stop saying that he was the leak. I hate Donald Trump. I think he's bad. Blah blah blah. They say all that shit because they got visited multiple times. After the murder occurred, they weren't visited by the police. They were visited by Democrat Party officials. Do you know what's going on? Yeah. What Sandy just sent me makes a lot of sense. That's exactly what I figured. So yeah, if you think that they're winning, remind yourself that they had to say this. This was the best they could do. To literally have a guy say, "I wish my son was killed by a white man."
I've already had this discussion with my parents if I ever end up, you know.
Be as racist as possible. Hell yeah.
So, they released a trailer for the Trump movie earlier today.
Yeah, that figures. And how to go?
I mean, there's not much to say about it.
Just looks like slop.
Yeah, there are a lot of very fruity moments in it. Like, there's a moment where he's staring at... What do they call those little circular pins that you put on... that people, like, put on their chest or whatever? That have, like, a political slogan on it? It's like they're made of tin or something. They're circular. I think they're just called, like, pins. He's looking at a Ronald Reagan pen that says, "Make America Great Again." And it's like... I can imagine that being, like, the after-credits scene, like, in a Marvel movie or something.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, yeah, buttons. Okay. Yeah. There's another moment where he's interviewing on, like, the Today Show or something, and they ask him, "What would you do if you lost all of your money?" And he's like, I think I'd go run for president.
If you could just kindly come with us.
It's like, man, they're going to have so many after-credit Marvel scenes.
Until you can guarantee me safe passage
Just open
to
this gate. Just open this gate. It's for your protection. Just
I am not
leave us.
opening any gate. Thank you very much. I'm going to stay right here.
Dr.
when
Barnaby.
it's safe.
Sir.
Thank you and goodbye.
Dr. Barnaby?
Well, what happened? You can't just arrest him?
He turned down my offer to protect him. Said he isn't going anywhere until I can guarantee a secure route out of here.
Jesus.
Jesse has a direct line to HQ. The first thing we need to do is to call for backup.
Yeah, hearing all this news about what's going on in Ohio, man, Haitians disgust me.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. I hadn't seen this one. Let me send this one to you real quick. Okay, so I sent you the trailer, but I'm also sending you this image.
Well, yeah, that's pretty big.
And that's a debate that she probably feels pretty decently about, too. And on the most important
Yeah.
issue, according to
Yeah, 'cause
CNN.
right, because like again, you know, the Democrats can try to frame this election about being about abortion as much as they want. They can try to frame it about being fucking anything. This election is about the economy. First and foremost, just like every election always is. And if they're not worried about the economy as their primary focus, then at the very least they're thinking about how bad the foreign policy situation is. And I just do not feel confident in Kamala Harris's ability to lead the United States during the undeclared World War III we've been fighting for the last fucking 3 years now.
Aha! Man. Off of me.
Yeah.
And I think this game's actually going to be kind of hard. Hard to kind of manage properly.
It's exactly like I told you. When you first start off, it actually is pretty tough because your stats at the very beginning, they're so low. They just suck so much. It's awful. But as you level up and you get more capable, it gets a lot easier.
Get out of my way!
What I did, my first playthrough, because I kept reading from everybody, they were like, oh man, it sucks so much ass to have to deal with how fucked up you are when you start out. You should level up. What I did is I just went into the underground with a car running over zombies all 72 hours. So, you know, obviously you failed because you're not doing the scoops.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I failed out and then just kept playing. Then, once the 72 hours was up, I just restart the story with my current save file. I was like level 34 by then. And it was a lot easier. Then I could actually like play the game and enjoy myself. Because that's the unfortunate truth is that when you start off like that and you're so low level, it just at times can feel like a chore if you're trying to play the game to like actually succeed. That's why that was like the first thing that I warned you about before you started playing. Yeah. Why is Mitt Romney trending?
The other day, he refused to endorse anybody for the election. That might be what it is. And people were butthurt that he didn't endorse Harris. Like he would ever do that.
Oh, the reason Romney's trending right now is because Ann Coulter brought him up regarding the debate. She said her tweet was, "Trump is having to fight all three other people on stage. I've never seen such an unfair debate. This is worse than Candy Crowley correcting Romney and then admitting that she was wrong hours after the debate."
Yeah, okay,
So
I see.
that's why Romney's trending, is people talking about it.
Yeah.
Because that tweet is 3 hours old and has 236,000 views already.
Alright, hopefully this asshole will actually follow me. Mitt Romney said that in 2016 he voted for his wife for president.
Hold on, say it again.
In 2016, Mitt Romney said he voted for his wife for president.
Oh man. That's pretty fucking sad, fantasizing about Hillary at that age.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he meant, right? He wouldn't actually write in his wife.
No, he literally did. He literally wrote in Ann Romney.
Why the fuck would you do that? He could have wrote in himself if he was that big of a fucking cuckold. Like, what the... Good God, that just... That's bad. Wow. So there's a tweet which is going fucking wild right now because it got brought up during the debate.
Mm-hmm.
This is from back in March of this year. So remembering the tweet is from March 6th of this year. Newly released Capitol CCTV shows Senator Kamala Harris exiting the Capitol at 11:21 a.m. on January 6th. The government filed indictments in January 6 cases for almost a year, falsely claiming that Harris was still in the Capitol building. And it got mentioned during the debate, and she was like, "I was in man, fucking blah, 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 blah." And no one fact check a fucking thing. Yeah, everyone's bringing this up right now. They're like, how about that?
Fantastic. Great shot.
Troubling.
Oh man. Yeah, I feel pretty confident that like a week from now, people are going to be talking about how Kamala got fucking molested in this debate.
It's like those Hillary debates. At the time, the media was very insistent that she won all three debates handily.
Yeah.
But she still lost. So either, I've said this before, like, either Trump was destined to win in a massive blowout and he ran a terrible campaign that caused it to be close, or he didn't actually do these bad things that you think that he did.
Yeah. Now, we obviously know what the answer is, but that's the whole point, is it's not a question for us, it's a question for other people to be able to see how they perceive reality. It's like the Scott Adams things that he talks about. Nowadays you get people could watch the same movie, and yet what they think they're seeing is two different things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there we go. I know you don't have a lot of time to spare these days, but if you do have 2 hours at some point in the next couple of days, I do recommend you watch the whole debate so you get an idea of actually what it was.
Nice one. Good. I'll shoot you for real this time.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about them user error, but it's got some cool elements to it. Like, I'm not a huge fan, but Dead Rising 2 was good. I mostly liked it for co-op purposes, though, if we're being honest.
Perfect. You old sack of great shot.
Okay, what am I supposed to do now?
Be back in a little while. I gotta
Okay.
groom my cats while they're all inside the house. This rarely ever happens.
After you said the word groom, I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Dude, I took pictures of you already, man. What are you doing?
Fantastic. Over here, old man. Fantastic. Try a little harder, old timer. Yeah, yeah. Keep it up, old timer. Perfect.
Damn it.
Try a little harder, old timer. Perfect. Over here, old man.
Kent, what do you want me to do? Stop being a dick. Oh my god. Yes, we're wearing this.
Perfect. I'm a pro. You're nothing. Nothing. Fantastic. Boring. Oh. Perfect. Fantastic. I'll shoot you for real this time.
Dude, what do you need me to do? What am I trying to do here? How many pictures do I have to take? I got one that got almost 5,000 points.
Fantastic. Yeah, yeah. Keep it up, old timer. Smile. Fantastic. That's no good, man. Beautiful. Jeez.
That's funny. Erotica photo worth... Okay. But I'm not in day 2. At least I don't think I am. Okay. At least I don't think... Maybe I am? I didn't think I was. Okay, well, whatever. Let's go try it. Well, maybe that's what it is.
Damn.
We'll find out.
What in the hell is going on around here?
Alright, so I'm gonna assume that was why he wouldn't give it to me. And try to figure it out later. Well, it's an Xbox 360 game, so I guess what do you expect? I actually don't mind the way the shooting feels in this game. I think the shooting in this game feels better than the shooting in Dead Rising 2. I need food. I need to grab my phone. 1 second,
So that's
guys.
what Dr. Barnaby said, huh?
The old coot's not dumb. He wants us to call for help first. We gotta line out or what?
The signal's being blocked. I can't even contact HQ on the emergency line.
So, if we want to get our hands on Dr. Barnaby, we're gonna have to secure a way out of here ourselves. All right, we've got to deal with the situation we've been handed. The boneheads back at HQ might be working on something too.
There's a helicopter coming. 3 days from now. At noon, it's my ride.
Is your ride reliable?
Absolutely. That's how I plan on getting out of here.
All right then. I'll see to it that the DHS picks up the charter fee. Can we take Dr. Barnaby as well?
Sure. As long as you tell me what's going on.
Okay. I'll tell you what you want to know. Later. We have more pressing business right now. If we have to wait here for 3 days, we'll need supplies. Water, blankets and the like. We'll get Dr. Barnaby here tomorrow morning. I want you to keep an eye on the monitors.
Alright. Let me try to find some food real quick here. What? Oh, okay, this is when the zombies get their balls. Okay. Where's the save point? There should be like a bathroom around here where I can go save. I'm not going to worry about it too much right now, but that's weird. Alright, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta go get some stuff. Okay, we are back. Going for another little less than an hour, probably.
contestant. We gonna take out that dude and snatch his old lady.
Ah, shit. All right. So we're going to reset a little bit here.
I can take him. Good.
I don't think there's any way to fast forward through the dialogue. No, there isn't really.
Mister!
Alright. Now they're following me. Cool. Maybe it was a glitch earlier.
Come on.
I feel like I went the wrong way or something.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright, I'm trying to figure out how to get back to the security room here. Because I'm learning this map. Because I got 2 survivors with me that I want to drop off. Do you know where on the map the security room is? Like, if I'm looking at this, like, what's the best way to, like, locate it?
I gotta check your stream.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of where it's located, where to get at it, it's not the entrance plaza. It is instead close to the entrance plaza, where there's a Colombian Roastmasters and Jill's Sandwiches.
Jill
Ads are finally done. Yeah, it's in Paradise Plaza. Yeah.
Oh.
So in Paradise Plaza, on the bottom floor, near the area where it transitions into the entrance plaza.
Okay.
There is a camera store.
Mm-hmm.
And stop. If you're trying to get back to the security room, you turn around from where you're at.
Okay.
Because you're already where you want to be going. If you're trying to get
Cam's cameras?
if that was the one that I was talking about, but you're trying to get back to the security room.
Yeah.
So exit the map, turn around, and then head that way.
Okay.
And then to the right.
Okay, I got turned around.
And then,
I see. I screwed up. Take the elevator?
yes, the elevator goes back up to the roof where the AC duct is at. And then you'd need to wait for them both to be there.
Alright.
Then you climb up it was right in front of you when you got...
Oh, okay.
Stop moving.
I've gotten completely turned around here. I see. I'm going to go back here. This is the elevator.
And now turn around. Yeah, like the mess of the AC air ducts. That's what you're looking at. There's... Damn, this fucking delay is almost impossible.
Okay, I see it. There we go. Thank you.
You climb up there, and this is the difficult part, is to get other survivors to climb up it also. Especially if you have a big group, they may struggle.
Alright, very nice.
Thankfully, they did not.
Okay, we leveled up. And now we go provide backup for Brad.
I'm seeing a guy made a post. It's timestamped 11:02, so he's probably not even in the room anymore. But he said, "Jesus Christ, Frank looks so weird. His face is so off-putting. I'm assuming he said that it was a 360 game." So he said, "While true, Halo 3, Skyrim, Mass Effect, even LA Noire were all 360 games as well. This one came out in 2006. This is early 360 generation."
Yeah, this is a launch title.
Yes, every single one of those other games that he mentioned came at the end of its life cycle, after years and years and years of development to get the most out of the hardware that they possibly could. If he wants to do a comparison, what he should do is look at the character design for Frank West and Dead Rising 2 Off the Record, which was also a 360 game, near the end of its life cycle. Those are the three depictions of Frank West. Dead Rising 1, Off the Record, and Dead Rising 4.
I've covered wars, you know. So did you get the camera gotta go? Wait, no, I died and had to basically start over, which I was okay with because I was fucking up so bad. Or the game was fucking up so bad for me, one or the other. So I didn't mind having to reset. I feel like that's almost a tradition in a Dead Rising game. You die early on and have to reset back to the start. Like, we did that for 2, and now I've done it for 1. Now that I kind of know what's going on. You know? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I figured you would. I just didn't think it'd be so early.
Yeah, well, my problem was I couldn't find the save spot, so I went a long time without saving, which was stupid, but also I couldn't find it, so, you know. Also, I found the dude with the camera that you have to, like, take pictures of that are worth certain points in order to pass his chest. And I couldn't figure it out, and apparently this is, like, a Survivor that doesn't really explain very well what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take a picture worth 700 PP that is classified as erotica, but he never says erotica, so I just kept taking pictures of zombies.
No, not in that instance. When you first meet him, you take a picture that's worth 700 points, but it's not erotica. He tasks you with that later.
Okay.
but not when you first meet him. The guy will eventually become a psycho. He appears in each of the 3 days. The first day, he's kind of there to give you a tutorial of how taking pictures work. The second day, you start, more advanced picture-taking techniques. And then the third day, he's a boss fight.
Okay.
Oh man, only 32 more minutes until it's Norm Macdonald Day.
Oh, yeah. We don't negotiate with terrorists, and we certainly don't negotiate with their hostages. Okay, the good news is I just saved. The bad news is that was really annoying. I think my strategy needs to be reconsidered here. I think I need to get, like, a physical weapon and just whoop them.
Okay. What's happened? Okay.
I may end up needing this.
I'm really surprised that people are acting like it's beyond belief that Haitians are eating pets.
Mm-hmm.
Because 6 months ago, General Barbecue was in the news because Haitian gangs were literally eating each other.
Yeah, they literally do that in China and stuff, and we know it. That's like common public knowledge. So humans are capable of doing things like that, clearly.
Right. The major difference is that a Chinese immigrant, even if they're extremely rural, illiterate, and are somebody that the Chinese government would basically consider to be a barbarian, they're not going to break into your yard to steal your pet just so that they could fry it up.
Mm-hmm.
They have no need to do that when they could just, like, wait outside one night with a baseball bat and then just, like, KO an owl. Plus, what's hilarious is the false equivalency of them snatching Canadian geese and being like, well, you guys go duck hunting, don't you? That's just as bad. And it's all like, in order to go hunting, you have to go through an extremely large amount of bureaucracy to be legally allowed to do it. And you can't just kill to your heart's content. As if that isn't enough, that's just duck hunting. The Canadian goose is a protected species, and it is highly illegal to kill one. So it's like this is the major reason why people are pissed off, because if a bunch of white people were stealing people's dogs out of their yards to kill them, and they were just brazenly, openly, publicly killing protected species like the Canadian goose, they'd be going straight to jail. They would not pass go, they would not collect $200. They would go directly to jail. But instead, a bunch of illegal immigrants from Haiti do it, and oh, well, it's not happening, but if it is, it would be a good thing. Just total bullshit.
It's one of those things that it's understandable that so many people don't believe it because it sounds so ridiculous. And that's kind of the power of it. That it sounds ridiculous even though it's true. Yes, there is. Oh, come on, that was nowhere near me. Dude, Brad, what the hell? Are you gonna help me or not? What the hell? Dear God, the AI. They don't make them like this anymore. Dear God. There we go. Actually, you know what? I think I'd rather go do... Can't believe this dude chugs a whole gallon of coffee creamer in like 2 seconds. Oh, user error. There's a police report with it. There are people at like City Hall complaining about it. It's definitely happening. And the only reason why we know is because Elon Musk bought X. Say whatever you want to say. This stuff would not be allowed on X right now. If Elon didn't buy it.
Exactly like Joker's saying. I'm literally in the middle of an argument with some dipshit right now, talking about this fucking thing. Literally the only thing you need to do is go into the Twitter search bar and type in Haitians eating cats and Haitians eating dogs, and you will see many, 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 many separate videos and pictures of Haitians eating cats and dogs. The thing is, and this is why people are pissed off, it's not the behavior itself. Because while that's disgusting, and a lot of people would consider it barbaric and disgraceful, it's not exactly illegal. What is illegal is if you kidnap somebody's pet and then roast the fucking thing alive. That is highly illegal. However, it's not being prosecuted by the police because the police have been told by the federal government that these people are incapable of doing anything wrong, and their funding will be pulled in the event that they attempt to prosecute a Haitian for actually doing anything bad. You can similarly see the exact same fucking problem in terms of Haitians doing wrong things and it not being prosecuted, with the many hundreds and hundreds of videos of the exact same area involving Haitians committing auto accidents. Hit and run is a felony. Being an uninsured, unlicensed driver and getting into an auto accident is a felony. And yet the police aren't doing anything. That's why people are pissed off. Because they're like, it's very clearly a two-tier system in this country. Where actual American citizens are not allowed to do something. But then if somebody who's in the country illegally in the first fucking place does something, they get protected by the police. But if an American citizen had did it, then they'd get buried under the jail. So yeah, thank God we've got Twitter because, like I said, I'm engaged in some fucking with some dumbass on Twitter right now talking about this exact same thing, and it starts off. He says, "Trump sounds like a goof talking about dogs and cats being eaten," and then people are like, "But it happened." The guy was like, "One case." It only happened one time. So I was like, one case, really? He's like, okay, how many? So I post the search results. Haitians eating dogs, Haitians eating cats on the Twitter search. And I'm all like, do the math, bro. He's all like, I didn't ask for vids. I asked you for how many reported cases is happening. And I'm like, I'm not going to fucking come up with some official news statistic that you're looking for, which you're going to use as evidence that it's not happening. However, if you had a functioning brain, you'd be able to open your eyes and watch this video where a Haitian is fucking eating somebody's cat. To me, that's evidence that it happened, because I have the ability to watch a video and witness something happening, which I didn't think was that much to ask for, but here we are. But a lot of people are going to sit there and say that it's not happening because CNN or whoever isn't reporting on it. But those exact same people were never going to vote for Trump in the first place. So, like, they're completely lost. They're completely gone. They aren't even human beings. Who cares what they think? Oh, this fucking dipshit's a goddamn Canadian in the first place. Why am I even talking to this fucking guy? Yeah, oh, speaking of Groypers, since you brought him up earlier, I can tell you, man, I have been talking with Groypers a lot over the last couple of weeks. Because they keep, talking about why Trump is bad and nobody should vote for him. And every time I engage with them, they always keep saying the same shit. They're like, he's talked about how he wants more immigrants and he's going to get us in a war with Iran. And I'm all like, you realize that he said the same shit in 2016, and then when he was president, that stuff didn't happen, right? And then you talk to him more and more, and you realize most of these kids are actually teenagers. They were in elementary school when Trump got elected. I'm like, look, I'm glad that you're racist. I'm glad that you're right wing, but you shut up for a minute. Because goddamn.
So tomorrow is Wednesday, which is your Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, I actually love using the dumbbells as a blunt weapon. That's actually really fun. All right, let's.
Yes. The weapons in Dead Rising, very few of them are just outright useless.
Mhm.
The whole point is just to have fun.
Yeah, this camera guy's a POS, but I think I did his challenge and it's just not doing a very good job. Like, the game is not doing a great job acknowledging the fact that I did it. So I think I can move on.
Well, you can't because he demands that you do the whole thing. But yeah, it can be pretty finicky.
Well, let me see if I can move on here. If I can, that must mean I did it.
Oh, you can leave. It's just that he doesn't register as you've succeeded his quest thing.
Oh. Well, I don't even know what he's asking for now. I took the picture and he's like, you did it! And then nothing.
He's playing it on Steam.
Yeah, I'm playing it
The
on
whole
Steam.
The whole Dead Rising franchise is on Steam. And in fact, because of the remaster coming out soon, the whole Dead Rising franchise is on sale. So if you guys ever wanted to get it, now's the time. Oh man, it was pretty funny. Elon tweeted, alright Taylor, you win. I will give you a child and protect your cats with my life. It's like, oh man, Travis Kelce's gonna fucking wake up tomorrow to a shitload of text about being like, hey bro, the richest man on earth just offered to impregnate your girlfriend.
Fantastic. Nice job.
Alright, now he's just running around taking pictures and kung fu fighting, and he's not really acknowledging anything I'm doing, so I'm just going to move on and assume I did it, and if I didn't do it, oh well. Because he's annoying the shit out of me. That guy's a punk ass. Yeah, you didn't tell me what you wanted me to do, so...
Damn.
I'm not going to do it when you don't tell me what it is that you even want me to do. Oh, I forgot to say anything about this next, but I watched Darkside Phil a little bit today, and he was playing the new Warhammer game. It looks good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to get it to support Games Workshop, because I'm still super pissed off over them. This whole fucking... They needed to react very differently to this whole female Space Marines thing. They fucked it up. That doesn't mean that the game is bad, and the game's co-op, so like, I'm sure it'd be fun for us. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to get it, because, man. Besides that whole thing, my computer cannot run it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of a dead end then anyway. Okay, never mind.
I'll see if I can upgrade my computer with my next loan coming out. I got the notification today that it's already processed.
Oh, well, that should be a pretty short order then.
That's my hope, because I'm like, alright, then.
I really...
It weirded me the fuck out, though, because I'm like, I'm not getting that until November, so... Why am I receiving this notification now?
I understand.
Yeah, I mean DSP gaming user area. I'm deep in the Darkside Phil rabbit hole, man. I'm like super fucking deep. I know way too much about everything with Darkside Phil. Review Tech USA is honestly a bigger loser than Phil, though. Like, Review Tech is... That guy's, like, a massive fucking loser. Especially now. Like, that guy's just sad now. He can't even stream because he's always high. Okay, Darkside Phil, what happened with him? When he was much younger, he was a competitive Street Fighter player. and everyone hated him because he was an asshole, and he was kind of intentionally being an asshole. He was like trying to be a wrestling heel, but people thought he was actually a piece of shit, so everyone hated him. And then he basically became a super prolific some people call him like the original Let's Player because he was the first guy who really posted Let's Play type videos on YouTube. But basically, I mean, it's a long story, but if I was to kind of quickly sum it up, he's gotten to a point now where he's like the most notorious e-beggar in the history of the internet. Like, pretty much every day he's sitting on his stream on YouTube begging for money from his fans and viewers and stuff. And I don't know, it's just sad, especially because there is very, very compelling reason to believe that he spends like $50,000 a year on gacha games. We'll never know the complete truth about that, but it does seem pretty, there's been a whole, that's been a whole thing, and it's, kind of difficult to argue against anymore. Oh, I watch him as a lolcow, user error. I watch him as, like, a hater. I don't really watch his streams for gameplay. I just watch him to see him bitch and watch him be an idiot. I don't watch him necessarily to watch the game he's playing, although sometimes I'm like, oh, this game he's playing actually looks like it might be pretty good. Like today he was playing the new Warhammer game, and I thought it looked pretty good, but that's not why you watch Darkside Phil. You watch Darkside Phil because he's a lolcow. It's the same reason people watch Wings of Redemption. It's the same reason people watch Boogie 2988. To a certain extent, the angry video game nerd is a lolcow now because he's so washed up. Okay, this song is really starting to get on my nerves, this wannabe Beastie Boys song.
Yeah, because you gotta kill the convicts.
I don't really have weapons. This is not going to happen right now, I don't think. Oh, do I have to have a gun?
You don't have to have a gun. It makes this easier, but not impossible, because they crash into the tree like that, and then you just smack them. If you kill the gunner in the back first, then you can take the gun that he's using, and it's very useful. But yeah, I didn't think you'd only be level 3 by now.
Yeah, I may be in an area of the game I'm not supposed to be in.
No, you're supposed to be here. You're just supposed to be stronger by now.
Oh.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Let's see if I can pull this off. I killed one of them just now. I'm pretty proud of that. Hey, stop shooting my ass. Oh my god, knock it off. Yeah, I'm probably screwed. I need to get somewhere so I can drink my coffee creamer. There we go. Yeah, Rich has lost his mind. Like, Rich is now worse than Darkside Phil, which is crazy. Like, Boogie is worse than Darkside Phil. These lolcows are fucking awful, man. I need a weapon. I need a real weapon. Just one. Come on. Yeah, he's completely out of it all the time now. There was a documentary done on him recently. I can't remember the guy's name who made it, but there was a 2-hour-long documentary done on RTU by a fairly prolific YouTuber recently. I don't think it was June the King, but it was someone like that. Dude, hold still. God damn it. God, this is stupid. Alright, I think that's probably going to do it for tonight. I need to get out of here anyway, but yeah, I need better weapons or something if I try to fight these guys now. I can do it. I can definitely do it, but I need real weapons. Yeah, hold on one second here. Also, I think RTU owes a ton of child support or something. No, it is June the King. Yeah, June the King. Okay, I'll post the link. It is June the King, okay. And he posted his Dark Side Phil documentary like a week ago, too, so he's been busy. No, I have not user error. All right, guys. I'm going to go and get out of here. Thank you for coming out. I'll see you guys later today.